I want to create a simulation. So I have a process with operation 1, 2, 3, 400, and then storage. So in this operation, this line is producing every day. And what happens is when something gets failed in the simulation, this operator that I'm showing here, it will try to figure out what's going on. So it's going to wait or use some time to try to figure out to see if he can fix it. And then if he can't, uh, it will go to his team leader, and the team leader will say, well, just let's go to the adjuster. Let's call the adjuster. So the adjuster is called, and it comes, and he makes the first response. And he tried to fix it, and there's not, like in the practical, there's not a specification of how much time he should be taking after fixing, trying to fix the issue. It can be 1 hour, it can be 20 minutes, it can be 5 minutes. Uh, and if the guy fixes it, well, that's great. The machine resumes. In the simulation, what I want is like the production keeps going. As you can see, this square, this gray part is like no production. This machine is not producing because it created a hole after the machine went stop, and everything continues moving on. Then, if the machine fails again, the exact same process happens, same thing, it tries. But in this case, when if this guy cannot fix it, when he takes that decision, and remember it's between 5, 20, and 40 or 50 minutes, so it's like a triangle form. He goes and calls the specialist, and then uh, when the specialists come, they waste some time here, and this time can be the time it takes that this guy goes and looks for this specialist. Then the guys come and tries to fix it, and then he can't fix it, and then same progress after a time with the same parameters. It will go with the maintenance engineer. Then the maintenance engineer will come, will try to fix, and if they can as well, it will go to the manager. Uh, in this escalation process, also time is used and wasted, and this guy will try to get suppliers. He will try to get maybe read the manuals, call the manufacturer or something. Meanwhile, the manager knows already, so he can start to make some mitigation plans, start to maybe tell the customers that things are not going to go well, or maybe make a formal announcement to the management to say that this is going to take longer than they thought, or that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, they try to fix the machine. So eventually, the machine is fixed, and the time that it takes to fix each of the machines, this failure can happen in each of the machines. We're using just example one, but I want that the simulation makes a break and a letter break in each of the machines with different levels of complexity. But what I want is that once the machine is fixed, well, everything is great. Now, I want to compare it to another scenario that runs simultaneously where we use Andonix. When we use Andonix, what's happening, what is different, is that when something fails, the system, and Andonix is the system, it will create a self notification. So instead of wasting all this time, that time is not wasted, because all this time is not wasted because once the time has passes, or the stop is being reported, this guy immediately will receive the notification. Andy will do the notification. So this guy will come every time at the same time, or at least he will get notified. Yes, there's going to be a variation of time when this guy moves from whatever he's doing to here, but that's going to happen all the time. I mean, it's not nothing special with Andy. Now, if the guy cannot fix it, and when the escalation process, if it gets fixed, it gets great. But if the problem cannot be fixed in the second scenario, when you need to escalate, instead of having this guy to go and look for it, when the time passes, Andy goes to call to the next level, so this thing can be solved in such a way that there's no time wasted when the guy's looking around doing WhatsApps and whatever. If this guy cannot help, cannot fix it, then by time, Andy is going to call the maintenance engineer. So therefore, all the people is getting integrated every time at the same time when it gets more than the, let's say, 15 minutes, right? And if this is taking longer, let's say 1 hour, uh, management needs to be called. So the same thing, but by this time the manager already knows, so he's providing resources, making the mitigation timely. And again, these guys are keep working on this, and the time that it takes to fix each of the machines, it's independently of the notifications. The savings comes when you have the notifications. So the way that I would like to get this on the simulation, what I want to have is, I would love to see, let's say, the all the dynamics of what's going on here. Okay, I want it in an HTML file. I don't want Python. I just want HTML file. And what I want is that the simulation could have some controls of some important controls, like for example, how many resources we have in each of the areas, right? How many issues we can get at a time. Also, and maybe something like in this side, like something about the crew, right? And and something about controlling what's the failure rates of each of the machine and the complexity of the fails of each of the machines. And then what I would also like to have is that I would like to have the machine kind of running in two scenarios. Like, and the visualization will be like, there's one line over here running with the diagram that I showed, and the other one is running here, but exactly with the same issues. But now here you're running with Andonix, and in this line you're running with regular. At the end of the simulation, I should be able to know how much time I waste on here and how much time I do here. And what I'm trying to calculate is, let's say, like the or maybe the average production lost. Calculate the production loss comparing one to another. So that's what I need.